you should be able to read Mirai's character sheet now. I figured out why you couldn't.
Why?
Programming issues. There was a fucking shit with the code.
Oh, asa na yung ano po? Cellphone.
Anyway.
Saan na ako? Ang pinaka-ano?
Hmm?
Ang pinaka...
Yeah. It's taking time, but don't worry.
Lalabas na lang yan.
Yeah. That laptop's very slow now, you know. Anyway. Hello there. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Hey, hold on. Tori suddenly decided to call me. Anyway, so did it open yet? Well, that one opened now at least. You don't really need everything else here. Just these four PDFs will do. Let's connect you. I can't believe this is still here. Security. There you go. Alright, try checking Mirai. Anyway, intro. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Identitatem Discrimin Lies Within. Our schedule has been changed. It's supposed to be every Friday that we play now, but, as usual, us adults, you know, always too busy to spend time playing role-playing games and stuff, and yeah, so now it's Saturday. In fact, actually, we weren't supposed to play today either as well, but then suddenly she decides, yep, we're playing, and I'm fucking unprepared as all hell. Anyway, sorry if the microphone's like maybe slightly more quiet this time around, and if mommy can't be heard or something, I'll check later. I'm testing out lowering the microphone because it's like super loud, like way too loud. Okay, but yeah, that hopefully not in the way too much and stuff. Anyway, last we left off, we did a bit of a bonus story, and we're continuing this bonus story, which is mainly focused on Mirai and shit, where she goes to Poland. Do you know the actual name of that country, Toriu? What the fuck is it? Is it Polish or Polish is what you call, yeah, Poland, right? Yeah, that's what you call the denizens.
It's the language and the people.
Yes. Anyway, in the fictional remote town known as Mufwa, we encounter Solaria, a prophet, in search of a sunstone, so Mirai can get some money or something. And also, I guess, investigate Solaria, who she suspected was an id wielder, which it turns out to be right, and that her ability lets her see the future and be a prophet and shit. But after accidentally discovering a diary or something, it turns out that may not actually be the true case and stuff
Karakter of Salaria.
of her. Yes. Anyway, and what do you think you're doing? I forgot the voice I gave her already. And this will do. What do you think you're doing here? These are my private chambers. As close as we may be, you are not allowed in here.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm just searching something and I just came through this place. Why? Is there something that you don't want me to know?
People have their privacy. I respect other people's privacy here, and I expect everyone else to do the same, especially including me. Though, I suppose I might be able to forgive you here. You did say you wanted to go to the bathroom, but I never gave you any instructions on where it is. But, you looked through my diary, didn't you?
No, why? Is there something that I need to know or I don't need to know?
The book is clearly open, right there. You've clearly read it. Here in page 172.
No. I'm just curious what about this?
This is awkward. Roll for deception.
Nakita ba ni Mirai o hindi pa? Nakalimutan ko na eh.
Yeah, she did read the diary. Already.
Wala naman siya deception eh. 10 lang, 20 lang.
Yep. Where she fucking... You remember? She read the diary and found out that Solaria's a fucking scammer or something. Although how she scams people and how she does the whole predicting the future thing, you still don't know. Presumably her inability.
Oh.
Nye. 4.
That's a 4. Alright.
That's
Bakit
failure.
body?
That is definitely very much a failure. Oh god, Jazz is barking. Ignore that, I'm very sorry.
May tao kasi. May bisita sila.
Anyway, Solaria doesn't believe you one bit. Mira is not doing a good job. Why are you perhaps prying into my diary? Don't try to get away from it anymore. You're here, you're still suspicious of me. I'm quite disappointed, honestly. I gave you my trust, and I thought you trusted me too. But the fact that you stumbled into my room, my private chambers, would have been forgivable if you didn't bother trying to skim through my journal. Or is it diary? What would be more fitting here? Who cares? Diary it is. My diary.
I don't have any bad intentions. Maybe I'm just curious of this place and this diary of yours.
You've read it, haven't you? You know my secret now.
Then tell me, is everything that I've read here is right?
Well, if you run a calligraphy check on it or something, not calligraphy check, what do you call it again? The writing check to see if the writing actually belongs to the right person.
Yeah, nakalimutan ko na.
You'll figure out that it belongs to me anyway, so there's no point. This is the worst. Everything's been going according to plan so far. Then all of a sudden you show up and you tell me that you also have a special ability and that there are apparently others like me and like
Ano ang
you.
ability ni Mirai? Ano niya? Stand niya?
She has Mirai Dorobo, which she doesn't use because it's too overpowered. So she uses Shooting Star instead. It's a sword. And it can control the wind and stuff. Which, now that I think about it, that ability would probably counter never mind that.
Then tell me, if you trusted me and if you're not hiding anything bad, then what's the point of you being that?
Well, since you know, I guess I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight you. It's inevitable. I'm going to have to silence you. When I kill you, I'll be sure to hide your body and make sure the people here know that you simply decided to leave abruptly. Problem solved. You don't seem to have any relatives, so I doubt anyone would care. Anyway, before I do decide to kill you, okay there? As for me though, my fucking worst, there it is. I'm still very much having a cold, but I'm doing good for now, at
Mamaya
least.
lunch inom ka.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. I don't know. I'll decide later. How about you open that drawer on the desk my diary's on top of? Allow me to show you something before I destroy your miserable life.
Solaria, if that's what you're aiming, I will not allow it. I will not allow you to destroy this peaceful place and scam people here who are very nice and comforting.
Are you gonna open the desk drawer or not?
No,
It'll
I'm
help
not.
me with explaining my grand scheme. Come on, don't you want to know my super evil grand scheme and stuff? I'll do it for you. She fucking shoves Mirai aside and opens the drawer. In fact, weren't you looking for this? She takes out she rummages through the desk and reveals a small, somewhat large-looking gem. It's about the same size as this Bix right here. Mirai immediately recognizes it. It's the sunstone she's been looking for. Yeah, I stole it. My plan. I stole it a long time ago, in fact. My plan was to go here and gain everyone's trust. And once I've gotten everyone's trust, I'd introduce commerce into this place. And then, oh fuck, I'd be the richest schemer alive, doing my profit shit and pretending that I can predict the future and stuff. All while using NFTs or something. No, not NFTs. The internet or something to browse through people's accounts and fucking doing hiring men to make sure her predictions come true and all that bullshit.
Then all along, you are deceiving me.
Yeah, I mean, come on, what kind of good prophet isn't actually a liar deep down, you know? You should have known that. You should know by now that you can't trust anyone, especially when they claim to be prophets. You are only 15 after all, still a fool, just like everyone else here in this town.
Aska,
That's why I chose
you,
this town specifically.
I just want to give you a warning. Scammer like you will not gonna win.
Ha! You think your id can defeat me? Well, I haven't shown you my true powers yet. Allow me to show you my aura's real ability. Hint, hint. It's not fortune telling. Suddenly, you feel a strong gust of wind and stuff blowing, and it seems to be blowing towards Solaria as she does like a strange pose and stuff. You can feel the ground shaking and this wooden shack you're in trembling as if the woods is about to collapse at any moment and maybe harm you somehow. Maybe you decide it might be for the best for you to get the heck away get the heck out of here in the meantime while she's charging up her power.
Yeah, exit na si Mirai.
Alright, she runs out there and then it's upon finally leaving that shack that she starts to notice something. The fog is slowly dissipating. The wind is causing all of the fog to blow and they all seem to be blowing all in one direction headed to one place. The shack is specifically towards Solaria. Mirai with her epic logic brain deduces aura ability at last. This entire fog that's covering this town. It's Solaria's id all along!
This is Solaria's all doing.
Yep, this entire fog. And wait, my fucking coughing. It started when I got here and then started inhaling that fog. Solaria's aura. This is her ability all along. And what's she doing now? She's condensing it. Could it be that that the fog can also condense into a more powerful physical version?
Or maybe a poison that if you inhale more of it, will affect your health.
Finally, the entire fog dissipates and the entire town is confused. All the citizens are outside and they can all see Mirai heading out of the shack at last as well is Solaria. Allow me to introduce you to the real form of my fog ability, aura. Although I can spread it all around a large area, large enough to cover this town at least. Perhaps it's even large enough to cover all of New York if I wanted to. But if I so desire, I can condense it into its real form. She reveals her id's real form. It has shorter range now in this state, but it's much stronger now. If you couldn't guess already, if it touches even anything or if you inhale it, your immune system will weaken.
Yeah.
That's how I was able to fool everyone here. I made them weak and gave them medicine for their weakness, and just like that, they all believed me and trust me wholeheartedly, even though I was the one that was the reason they were sick in the first place. Everyone in town is like whispering amongst themselves now about Solaria and what the heck she's talking about. She's been lying to us this entire time. Oops, looks like I went ahead and said it to everyone. Looks like there's no point anymore. Ugh. Let's just fucking fight already. Now that my secret's out, I really don't have a choice anymore. You've forced my hand. Anyway, if you're still hesitant to fight, then in that case, I'll let Solaria deal the first blow. Let's boogie.
So tayo.
Oh, that's Genshin Impact battle music. Whatever. It's fitting enough.
Paano ko pa pupunta sa fight, ano?
Right. Yeah, let's go to the combat zone. That seems fitting enough. Hold on, I got this. There, did it work?
Yeah.
Right, here's Mirai. Here's Solaria.
So there are now both outside. And all the
Yes.
people are there.
Yes, and I shall go first. What is Aura's range? Let's see here, 20 meters. That's still pretty long. Alright, for my first move, I shall step away and launch Aura towards Mirai and punch her. Oh, by the way, now that Mirai knows the effects, there's no point in hiding it anymore. You have fatigue level 2 inflicted on you.
Fatigue.
Yes. Disadvantage on all skill checks until you take a long rest to remove it. And then as for level 2, you have reduced movement speed if I remember correctly. Let's see here, where's fatigue? There it is. Yep. At level 1, target has disadvantage on all action rolls. Level 2, the target is affected by the slowed bane, reducing its speed by half. Yep. Yeah, you only have, instead of 16 meters of movement, only 8 meters of movement per round. Nice. It's gonna be much harder to approach Solaria then. My ability may be short-ranged, but I suspect yours is even shorter. So all I have to do is keep my distance. Right. I'll attack with entropy. That is this, this. Hiya! This is targeting your toughness, by the way. 10, plus 8, plus 3, there's an explosion, plus 7, actually that's a 4, not a 3, 29,
Wow.
yep, very big oof right there. Alright, 29, yep, that definitely hits. Mirai loses 2 points of her hit points, and along with that she is inflicted a vein. She is given another level of fatigue, and now you have disadvantage on making attacks as well. Amazing.
Kawawa naman si Mirai. Hindi pa nakaporma. Yun siya.
Annie, I didn't hear anything. Oh, here we go again with our usual breaks. Back then when it was me and Journal, this thing still happened pretty often. Both of us had to take piss breaks a lot. But now with Mommy, it's Shopee breaks. Fatigue, just damage, second, aura, darkness. Alright, and then using a minor action, I shall create a bit of condensed fog in between us. Bam! Aura power level 6. Alright, nice. And then it's gonna have a Bane on it. Power level 3 or less. What would I go for? What can fucking Entropy do again? Gosh. Sorry if I'm pausing and doing shit a lot. Yeah, Demoralized will do. Alright, there we go. If you go here willingly or end your turn there, you will suffer a Bane attack of the Demoralized Bane. So tread carefully. Anyway, yep, that was Solaria's turn. It's your turn now. She has
Solaria.
punched you with the Solaria, and now, and with that punch, you start to feel the effects of your immune system getting weaker, way faster. Damn, and although she has less range now, her immune system reducing ability is so much stronger now in this state. Getting hit by that, it is definitely something I gotta avoid as much as possible.
But my power is given by God, right?
What? Ah, you read that. Don't worry about it. It's from season 1.
Yeah, I read
Also,
the
she doesn't
character of
use
Mirai.
Mirai Dorobo. She only uses Shooting Star now. Remember?
Oh. Kasi ang i-inflict ko sana eh. I will
You're
end,
gonna fucking take her discount and end it easily just like
I will
that.
end your hallucination being the most powerful in this place.
Oh my god.
And I will inflict you the
It's not a hallucination.
Illusion.
The fog literally makes you sick. It doesn't make you think you're sick. It's not an illusion.
What is it, Breast? It's just a fucking shitty ass.
so ano ni Mami?
It's your turn, come on. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. Figure it out yourself.
Hindi naman ako pwedeng lumapit sa kanya.
Guess not. Shooting Star, although it is a sword, it can still shoot projectiles, you know. It has the ability to control winds. Also, it uses movement, literally the best extraordinary attribute that can ever exist.
Kaya nga, pwede ako lumapit sa kanya.
Yes, although your movement is reduced to 8
Tapos
right
diba,
now.
ano ni Solaria, siya yung sa kanya yung fog, tapos pwedeng kontrahin ni Mirai.
Her wind controlling ability would definitely work as a very good hard counter to the fog ability, since fog is wind and Shooting Star controls wind. So, what you gonna do? What you wanna do?
iaano natin. I will make all the fog.
There is no fog anymore, god damn it. She already condensed it to reveal her id's true form. With the shorter range and stuff.
Lalabanan ko na siya with my sword, with all my might.
So, you're gonna approach her, right?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna attack
You're approaching me.
Solaria directly. Alright, well, with the current afflictions you have, it's gonna take you both your movement and major actions just to even get within melee range of her.
Hindi kaya?
Which means if you do that, your turn will end and then it'll be Solaria's turn immediately after. How does aura work again? All other creatures willingly enter the area of the aura or end their turn within it for a bane attack. Yep. Yeah, you also gotta like make sure you avoid the aura thing, which will waste even more of your turn.
Kasi pag nag-movement ako, mas lalo lang ako ma-inflict sa raya na ano niya.
Indeed, yes.
Hindi ko pwedeng i-throw yung sword sa kanya.
That is indeed a possibility.
Yun.
You're gonna throw the fucking sword.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, why not?
Hindi ako gagalaw
With
para
a-
malayo. Kasi di ba kailangan ni Solaria, malapit na range. So kailangan stay put lang ako dito sa malayo.
Yes. Are
So
you
the sword will do the job.
are you gonna move? If you're not gonna move, then you can make this a focus action instead.
Yeah.
Very well then. Roll for movement. Thanks to Mirai's equipment, she's got deadly, so that's a total of advantage 3, but thanks to the fatigue bane, that is only advantage 2. So you get to roll 2 extra dice of the movement dice for this attack.
8. Dalawang 8.
Yes, 2d8. That is indeed the attribute dice for movement attribute level 6.
Dalawa lang? O dagdag
No,
ka ng dalawa? Bali
2 more.
4.
Advantage 2
Yeah.
total.
I saw this balded hair.
Ano to? 9 or 6? Pati ito. Pati ito. Puro 9.
Nani?
9, 9, 9, 10, 4.
What did you roll?
Ito. 9 ba yan?
Hey, it's Genshin battle music.
Yep. 9 plus 6 plus 10.
Ito.
Yes, that is indeed a 9. You rolled a 25. Since you threw the sword in order to do that, maybe... Wait, hold on, let me read, cause this seems a little unfair. Blah 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 Noah, what about Shooting Star? One-handed arming sword. Shooting Star gives you physical enhancements and wind control. Move objects, wielding Shooting Star. Alright, 25. Targeting guard, that definitely hits. Alright. Mirai says, my immune systems may be weaker now and I am in fact dying through disease from your fog, but you underestimate my power. Shooting Star! She reveals Shooting Star, and then in a big brain play, rather than approaching Solaria, you bet you didn't think I would do something like this. And then whoosh, she fucking throws Shooting Star, and Solaria's fucking surprised as all heck. Like, what? Aura, protect me! She blocks it with her id, but thanks to the wind controlling power, that was no match. It immediately phased through and into Solaria, and she gets stabbed right in her shoulder and stuff. And yeah, she takes lots of damage with that, and she goes, ow, holy shit! And after being stabbed immediately, the sword unsheathes itself, and using the wind controlling powers of Shooting Star, Mirai, boom, the sword boomerangs right back to Mirai's hand.
Naging si Panday si Mirai ah.
Uh,
Alam mo yung Panday?
yes, I watched the fucking original as well as the
Yeah.
remake that has fucking
Pero
that
sa movie,
guy there.
Diba?
Yeah. Anyway, I guess that's hilarious. I guess it's hilarious turn now.
All
Holy,
the blood sa Laria.
holy Jabletus Christ. I just realized there really isn't all that much strategy to this fight, huh? Both of you are kind of just who deals more damage first. Anyway,
So nakaano pa rin yung ano ni Mirai?
yeah.
Hindi pa rin bumabalik yung ano niya.
No, she already the sword boomerang
Oh, I
back.
mean, what's the circle, the pink circle niya?
Red. Hey, does it look pink over there? It's fatigue, level 3.
Kaya nga, hindi pa yan natatanggal.
No, it can only be removed either through restoration, which you can't do, the boon, or by sleeping for 3 whole days. Yep, it's just a good night's rest to get rid of the immunity disease bullshit. Ain't that fantastic? Anyway, I can see now that you are way more clever and powerful than I thought. It seems I'll need to come up with other strategies. Anyway, for Solaria's turn, she will run the fuck away. And using agility, and I shall roll for agility. She runs towards the thicket and hides in the bushes and trees and shit. Roll for perception. This is a contested roll with disadvantage. Is fatigue. I rolled
1d10 lang, 1d10 lang si Mami.
with disadvantage. So
So
an
two.
extra one, yeah, and you only keep the lowest of the 2 d10s that you rolled. Alright, I rolled a 20. You gotta roll a 20 or higher in order to not lose track of Solaria.
Uy, 20!
Yo! Nice!
Plus, lowest ang kukunin.
Yes.
2.
Alright, so that's 22. You still get to roll the explosion.
11.
Alright.
Ilan yun?
So that is 22. That's 33. Holy crackers.
So, prepared si Mirai.
Alright, so Solaria tries to run away using her fog ability. She shrouds herself in mist, you know, like smoke bomb thing you see in movies. But Mirai is like, you're not getting out of my sights that easily. And she uses shooting star and swirls a tornado and immediately just easily disperses the fog. And Mirai, you were able to see Mirai hiding. Running into a tree to hide. Yeah, Solaria hiding into a tree. Ara should still be able to maintain. Yeah. All right. Well, Solaria is farther now, but at least you know where she's hiding. She is covered by the trees. Right. It's your turn now. What to do? Am I recording? It would be terrible if I wasn't. Yeah. Alright, audio's good too. I could have sworn I lowered. Is it really actually still that loud? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. Damn. Anyway, take your time.
With
She's
all
definitely
my
way
might.
out of reach now. You can't even use your throwing shit.
Yeah. I will follow.
Alright, so, what I want you to go to Boons, the PDF, and look through the movement, the boons you can do with movement, because they're all fucking amazing. Journal can't get enough of the movement boons, because they're all amazing. Me and Tori just enjoying the music right now. Alright, so absorb object, accelerate. The one that he really likes to do is this thing, haste. But I think flight might be useful for you as well. You can fucking fly if you want to. And then haste gives you more guard, more movement, and you can make 2 major actions in 1 turn. And yeah, and other all sorts of good shit like teleport fucking-tation and
Yeah.
telekinesis and stuff.
Yeah, pwede akong
Yeah.
mag-teleport. I will teleport and make Solaria off guard that I immediately in front of her.
Alright, at power level 5, which is the power level you can cast the teleport, you can move a total of 2 meters per movement attribute. Your movement is 6, so multiply that by 2. As a move action, you can teleport this far, but oh no, you can't do that yet.
Ayaw, hindi wag na po na, mag-haste na lang ako.
You shall inflict haste upon yourself.
Yeah, para at least ano pa siya.
Indeed, a decision most wise.
Yeah, yun na lang.
Alright, well, unfortunately, you don't have boon focus on it, so you gotta roll.
Ilan?
You would have done the same for teleport as well anyway. Movement. That's 2d8.
Teka lang.
It's only for attack since this is a boon invocation. No advantage or disadvantage needed.
Ano ang nire-roll, mami?
2d8. Movement.
6.
No penalties or bonuses.
6? 2d8? 8.
You're gonna wanna roll at 22 so you can get the most out of haste.
Wow. 18 only. 11 plus 7 plus 1.
And 11 plus 7 plus 1. That is a 19. Alright, that's still pretty good. That's power level 4. You don't get the extra movement, but you get more guard, and your speed is increased by 6 meters. Alright. Mirai holds shooting star right close to her, and she's wind, hear me. And a strong gust of wind. Yes, that's a Gene quote from Genshin. Shut up. And yeah, you got more speed now, so you can actually just, with one move action, yeah, go here and ignore this fog altogether with your single move action. Unfortunately, you already used your major action to cast haste, so all you're really doing is approaching. Are you okay with that? Alright.
Lapitan mo na lang mo siya.
Solaria, believing she's still very much she's very well hidden, chooses to do nothing. She's trying to keep herself out of sight, and peeking would be too much of a risk. Yeah, she's waiting for an opportunity or something. So yeah, she wastes her turn doing absolutely jack shit. It's your turn now. You're finally once again within range of shooting star.
Pwede ulit ako gumamit ng boons? O hindi na?
If you do cast another boon on yourself, you're going to have to get rid of haste.
I will make Solaria na ano na siya. Lalabas na siya sa pinagtataguan niya.
How are you gonna do that? Telekinesis the tree out of the way or something? Why not just attack her?
Hindi ko naman siya maa-attack basta kasi nga nagtatago siya, di ba?
Yeah, she
Kailangan
does have
natin
cover,
pagpapasin.
so she has a little bit more guard.
Yeah.
But you can definitely still hit her. I mean, Mirai's got pretty good attacks. I mean, even with the fatigue.
Okay, then let's do that.
Alright. Here I go again, backseat gaming. So you're gonna attack. You're for sure that's what you want to do. You want to follow my shitty advice.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Might?
No, movement.
Movement again.
Wait, are you gonna move at all this turn? Or is this gonna be a focus action?
Focus action lang siguro.
Very well then. Roll for a movement with advantage 2 total.
4, 8.
Oh no, wait, wouldn't doing a focus action mean you're gonna have to get rid of haste? Since you can't use a minor action to sustain it? I'll let it slide this time.
Damn.
Since I always let it slide
Oh,
whenever
19.
Journal does it. Because I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway. So, yeah, it's too late for me to back out now. What did you roll?
19, 9,
Damn.
9, 7, 3.
Only the two highest. Did you roll D8s?
Yeah.
Ah, right. Yeah, that is in
Yeah,
fact the correct
perfect.
dice. Wait. You rolled D10s last time on the other roll you made. Oh my god. Whatever. Too
No.
late to back out now. You rolled a fucking 9 on one of your dice. That was definitely a D10, which is not what you were supposed to roll. Whatever.
Wala ginawa eh.
Yeah, I'm talking about the previous roll, not this one. It's too late. It's too late now. The damage has already been done. Also, that's still a very good roll. That is a 32. Targeting Solarius Guard, which has a +3 right now, thanks to her cover. Alright, that is still a lot of damage. Solarius now very bloodied. She takes 2 more points of damage. Bloodied means half health. Friendly reminder.
Super bloody na si Solaria. Kanina pa siya nakatanaan.
Right. Mirai approaching, still doing Naruto running or something. Once again, takes up Shooting Star, and with a slash, she slashes through the air itself, and a projectile made out of wind, like Stray Cat's air bubbles, shoots towards her. It cuts the tree she was hiding in, and blows it up, and then Solarius suddenly confused, as the cover that she has was just suddenly gone now. And then along with that, she takes a strong blast of wind and is launched high up into the air with lots of blood and cuts split up all around her. Her clothes all ragged up, obviously. She screams in pain. What power! Yeah, she says that now. Alright, and that's it for your turn.
Solaria's turn.
Solarius down in the ground and bloodied and stuff. She spits out some blood and fucking does this thing, whatever the fuck you call it, where she wipes it off. There you go. How pathetic and embarrassing. I've always lived by the philosophy that I should only do what I like and what's easy for me. And as long as I did that, everything would go my way. Of course, since it was easy.
Ang dami na namang ano oh.
Really? Here you go. What are you doing, manually plucking them up one at a time like that? You're horrible.
Yan oh, ang dami.
Anyway, she's doing her fucking monologue now because she's fucking losing. What was I saying? Right. I've always lived by the philosophy that I should only do what's easy and fun for me to do. And ever since, before I even knew it, swindling people was something I grew fond of doing. And I was quite natural at it too. I swindled some of my, I asked one of my schoolmates once to lend me some of their lunch money. And I never got, and I never paid them back for it. To this day, I still technically owe him somewhere around, what's the currency Poland uses? I'm just gonna use dollars, I'm sorry.
Yeah, dollars na lang.
I still owe him somewhere around $150.
Wow, that's a big amount.
And I haven't paid him back for it, and he hasn't even noticed yet. And now here I am. Although I guess this is my fault. I tried scheming a little too big. I should have known someone would try to stop me eventually. But even so, I refuse to give up. One last standoff. Let's go. She shall attack, and it shall be a focus action with all her might. Aura! Aura begins fucking doing the stand rush as she approaches you.
Naman.
pathetic. Even with all that dice, yeah. Oh, there was an explosion at least. That is a 22. Targeting toughness. Well, that still hits, but only for 1 point of damage. And is that actually enough to... Nope, not enough. To inflict the Bane for free. Oh, never mind. She can still inflict the Bane for free. And of course, I'll go with my favorite, with Entropy. Alright, you now have Fatigue level 4. Your defenses, all of your defenses are now reduced to 10. What?
I found out what Polish currency is.
Oh, thanks. What is it? Is it actually just dollars? Huh?
Zloty.
Zloty. The fuck kind of currency is that? I've never heard of it. Amazing.
Yes, it's a golden coin.
Nice. Anyway, she does the punchy punch. Mirai tries to block all the punches, but she's super fast and powerful. She still ends up getting hit in the end. And then Solar's like, I did it! Just a few more hits, and for sure your immune system will be so terrible you're gonna die of a terrible disease and stuff. You're starting to look a little frail there. You might want to consider giving up now. Anyway, it's Mirai's turn. She's still very much alive and able to attack and fight and stuff.
No, Solaria, I will not allow you to continue being a scammer in this place. So I will attack more.
Alright, you're gonna roll...
Meron na silang si Mirai. Fatigue lang naman yung niya. Si Solaria
Actually, if you get
bloody
if you get inflicted with 6 levels of fatigue, at level 6 you just straight up die. At level 5 you lose consciousness. So yeah, just one more hit and you definitely would have lost. But yeah, it's your turn now.
I will attack.
All you gotta do now is hit her successfully one more time. Focus action,
all
right?
My mind, yeah.
Then go. The usual dice.
2d8?
Yes, with the usual advantage too. Then. Now, if you don't take her out here, you definitely would lose this bout.
No.
It should be possible. I believe in you. Believe in the heart of the cards.
Nagtitry lahat!
Oh, shit.
So the Shibon just lose.
11-3-3.
Alright, 11. Wait, you rolled an 11 on your D.
20.
11 plus. Wait, huh? What did you roll? 11 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, you had me worried there for a second. You rolled a 17.
Plus
Hilarious. Huh?
Plus what pa?
No, I only get to keep the 2 highest.
Okay.
Solarius guard is 16. You rolled a 17, so you
Mababa yung 20 ko to.
so you definitely beat her. All right.
Very well.
With one final thing, even though she's coughing profusely and stuff, using Shooting Star's wind, she carries herself and begins floating rather than actually running towards Solaria. And with one swift motion, BAM! Solaria stabbed, and she's super surprised and stuff. And but then she realizes as she looks at her supposed wound, just like in the Sephiroth Smash trailer, when Sephiroth stabbed Mario. Yeah, Solaria wasn't actually stabbed. It's like in her fucking. The shooting star was like in her clothes, like this, like yeah, just like that. And with that, Mirai unsheaths it, and then yeah, she unmanifests Shooting Star and begins slowly walking away. Solaria is absolutely and utterly defeated and stuff. I live? You didn't kill me. By the way, since Solaria thought she died, the effects of aura was removed. And this Mirai's feeling all better now, so I guess I should remove the fatigue and stuff.
Yeah.
Whee! Hell yeah!
Magic.
Because that's how her id works. She needs to constantly concentrate on it, or else it'll dissipate. All the effects, just like that. Although if you were already inflicted with a disease, I guess that would be a permanent thing that you'd need to deal with medicine and stuff. And someone downstairs. Alright, let's see here. While she's doing that.
Wala naman.
What's the fucking shit I'm looking for? What's it named? Good enough. Alright, can I continue? You're on your phone, so I'll take that as a no.
Si Tita Gingging kasi. Napupunta ako sa meeting. So, i-end na natin. Total, tapos naman na si Ane. May quick shower ako.
Yeah.
Napupunta
Yeah,
ako sa meeting.
we are actually already done. Yeah, I was planning. Yeah, we still technically have lots more time, but I'm okay ending it here since I am not ready to go back to the main story just yet.
Basta at least
And
ano na,
not prepared and all that shit.
Solaria.
Yeah.
Next episode na lang natin kung ano yung nangyari kay Solaria.
And Mirai grabs the sunstone that she's been looking for, and then she turns to Solaria and stuff, and she says, lots of people are watching, and besides, killing you would be an unjust punishment for something, for someone like you. You're still much too young, and your philosophy is, you know, bad, but you can do better. I could have come up with something better, but I guess we're kind of in a rush right now to end this. So let's just imagine what Mirai said was actually way more convincing and smart and stuff. Mirai, you've utterly defeated me. I shall change my ways now. Using my id ability rather than continue scamming people. I'm gonna make sure I dedicate my life to protecting this town of Muhua from now on. And as for you people, although she did indeed scam you all, it's way easier to get mad than it is to forgive, yeah? So forgive her, come on. It's totally fine. I mean, it's not like she murdered anyone, right? And we're that Mirai leaves. She and on to a new mission. Solaria asks, where are you going next now, Mirai? And she's like, Philippines. I heard tell there are lots of id wielders somewhere around Manila. Some company named Necromancy or something.
Oh, cool company.
Yep. They were the first enemy you guys fought. Do you remember that?
Sa bank, yun yung una akong nakita.
No, not in the bank. After the bank. When you first got your id ability. You know? Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. As well as Thriller Knight. The zombies.
Ayan.
Yeah. Alright, well, that's it for that episode.
Medyo mamatay ng mga langga. Narinig ako na nag-ano ng
Yeah, I hear it too. I thought that's what you went to check.
Napag
Anyway.
sa electric fan?
Yeah, sure. It's
So
getting
that's
pretty
it?
hot. Yeah. I'm just gonna stop the recording now.
Okay.
Tell me when lunch is ready or something.
Marami din si Mami eh.
Oh yeah. Well, it's still early anyway.
Go bago.